2025 might just be the year AI makes us all jobless. From Sam Altman to Mark Zuckerberg, everyone is sounding the alarm. And now, a recent article from Axios has left everyone stunned. So guys, I'm talking about this article from Axios. Behind the curtain coming soon, PhD level super agents. If you've been following me, you know Google recently unveiled their Agent, Mariner, and Anthropic introduced computer use. Since then, we've been eagerly waiting for OpenAI's response. Back in December, rumors started circulating about OpenAI's upcoming agent, codenamed Operator, set to launch in January. While Google and Anthropic's agents are impressive, they're far from revolutionary. Neither company is claiming their tools will replace human jobs entirely. But OpenAI? They're raising the stakes. They're not calling their creation an agent. They're calling it a super agent. It's designed to tackle complex PhD-level tasks, potentially reshaping entire industries. Here's the article from Axios that's got everyone talking, and I'm quoting directly. Architects of the leading generative AI models are abuzz that a top company, possibly OpenAI, in coming weeks will announce a next-level breakthrough that unleashes PhD-level super agents to do complex human tasks. So they're calling them PhD-level super agents. Basically, imagine an AI that's as smart and capable as someone with a doctorate degree. These super agents, they're being designed to handle complex, multi-layered tasks, the kind of stuff that usually requires, you guessed it, a PhD-level human. And apparently it's coming soon, like in the coming weeks, according to the article. Weeks, people. This isn't some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore. To add fuel to the fire, the article mentions that OpenAI's CEO, Sam Altman, the guy at the helm of this whole AI revolution, he scheduled a closed-door briefing for U.S. government officials in Washington on January 30th. Now let's just pause for a second and think about that. A closed-door briefing with government officials. That's not something you do for a minor update or a new feature, right? That's the kind of thing you do when you've got something truly groundbreaking, something potentially disruptive, something that, well, could change the world as we know it. And honestly, the fact that they're being so secretive about it, it just adds to the intrigue, doesn't it? It makes you wonder, what exactly are they hiding? What are they showing these officials that they don't want the rest of us to know? At least not yet. The article goes on to quote Mark Zuckerberg, the Meta mastermind, talking about AI replacing mid-level software engineers, possibly as soon as 2025. Now,
AI has learned to code. I mean, this is one of the things that OpenAI said, that they're learning how to code their own AI.
I think this year, probably in 2025, we at Meta, as well as the other companies that are basically working on this, are going to have an AI that can effectively be a sort of mid-level engineer that you have at your company that can write code. And once you have that, then in the beginning it'll be really expensive to run, and then you can get it to be more efficient. And then over time we'll get to the point where a lot of the code in our apps and including the AI that we generate is actually going to be built by AI engineers instead of people engineers. But I don't know. I think that that'll augment the people working on it. So I mean, my view on this is like the future, people are just going to be so much more creative and are going to be freed up to do kind of crazy things.
Here's where things get really, really interesting. And if I'm being honest, a little bit unsettling. These super agents, they won't just be following simple commands like, hey, write me a haiku about cats. No, these things will be able to pursue actual complex goals. The article gives some pretty mind-blowing examples. Imagine telling your AI agent, build me a new payment system from scratch. And this thing, this digital entity, it'll go off and design the whole thing, test it, debug it, and deliver a fully functional product. From scratch, people, that's not just automation. That's like a whole new level of creation. It is not simply taking orders, it's understanding a goal and figuring out, by itself, how to achieve it. Or let's say you need a deep financial analysis of a potential investment. Boom. The super agent will dive into the data, scouring thousands of sources, financial reports, market trends, news articles, you name it. It'll analyze the risks, identify opportunities, and compile a comprehensive report, all in a fraction of the time it would take a team of highly skilled human analysts. And let's be real, it'll probably do it better. I mean, humans, we get tired, we make mistakes, we have biases. These AI agents, they don't have those limitations. They can process information at lightning speed without getting fatigued or distracted. And about biases, well, it will depend on the data they are trained on, but that's another story. Now, the article does acknowledge, and I think it's crucial that we keep this in mind, that the AI industry is, well, it's known for its hype. I mean, how many times have we heard about the next big thing that's going to revolutionize everything, only to be, well, a little underwhelmed? And let's not forget, investors in these AI companies, they have a vested interest in hyping up even the smallest advancements. Got to keep those valuations high, right? So it's important to approach all of this with a healthy dose of skepticism. We should always take these kinds of announcements with a grain of salt, and maybe a whole shaker, to be honest. But, and this is a significant but, the article also mentions that even some folks within OpenAI, the people who are actually building these things, they're both excited and, get this, spooked by the recent progress. Spooked, people. That's not a word you typically hear from tech insiders, especially not when they're talking about their own creations. Usually it's all about optimism and innovation and changing the world for the better. But spooked, that suggests that even they are a little bit freaked out by what they're seeing, by the sheer power and potential of these AI agents. And then there's Jake Sullivan, the outgoing White House National Security Advisor, a guy who, let's not forget, has access to some of the nation's biggest secrets. He's quoted in the article as saying that the next few years will determine whether AI advancements end in catastrophe. Catastrophe, folks. That's a pretty strong word, isn't it? It's not exactly reassuring to hear someone with that level of security clearance talking about AI in such dire terms. It makes you wonder, what does he know that we don't? What are they seeing behind closed doors that's causing them to worry about, the potential for a catastrophic outcome? He also said, and I am quoting here, America must quickly perfect a technology that many believe will be smarter and more capable than humans. We need to do this without decimating U.S. jobs and inadvertently unleashing something with capabilities we didn't anticipate or prepare for. We need to both beat China on the technology and in shaping and setting global usage and monitoring of it so bad actors don't use it catastrophically. Oh, and it can only be done with unprecedented government-private sector collaboration, and probably difficult, but vital, cooperation with China. So here's my take on all of this, and I've been thinking about it a lot. This whole PhD level super agent thing, it's huge. I mean, potentially transformative on a scale that we haven't seen since, the internet, maybe even the Industrial Revolution. If these AI agents are even half as capable as they're being described, it's going to change everything. The way we work, the way we learn, the way we interact with the world, it's all going to be up for grabs. But, and this is a big but, I'm also deeply concerned. I mean, are we truly ready for this? Have we thought through all the implications, the societal impact, the ethical dilemmas? Think about the potential for job displacement. If AI agents can do the work of PhDs, what happens to all those people who spent years, decades even, getting those degrees? What happens to the mid-level engineers, the financial analysts, the event planners, all those jobs that are suddenly within the reach of these super agents? Are we going to have mass unemployment? Are we going to have a society where only a select few, the ones who control the AI, have all the power and wealth? And to add another layer of complexity, the article brings up the political dimension, which, let's be honest, is a whole other can of worms. We've got President-elect Trump and MAGA potentially coming back into power at the very same time that these AI companies are racing towards human level, or even human surpassing, intelligence. That's quite a juxtaposition, isn't it? You've got this potentially massive societal upheaval on the horizon, driven by AI. And then you've got a political movement that's, well, let's just say it's not exactly known for embracing technological disruption, especially not when it comes to jobs in the economy. The article mentions the possibility of Congress tackling a massive AI infrastructure bill, which, on the one hand, could be a good thing. We definitely need investment in the infrastructure to support this kind of AI revolution. Things like data centers, chip manufacturing, and renewable energy sources. But on the other hand, you can already hear the voices, like Steve Bannon, who are quoted in the article, warning that AI will be a job-killing evil that will gut the workforce. And let's be real, that message is going to resonate with a lot of people, especially those who are already feeling anxious about the future of work and the economy. There is truth in that, and we should be prepared for what is coming. So yeah, we're heading into some uncharted territory here, folks. This isn't just about technology anymore. It's about politics, it's about economics, it's about the very fabric of our society. And honestly, I don't think we're prepared. I don't think we've even begun to grapple with the magnitude of what's coming. This AI revolution, it's not some distant threat. It's happening now, it's happening fast, and it's accelerating. So what do we do? Well, I wish I had all the answers, but I don't. I think the first step is just to be aware, to be informed, to start having these conversations, to start asking these tough questions. We need to engage with this stuff, not just as consumers of technology, but as citizens, as members of a society that's about to undergo a profound transformation. We need to talk about the ethical implications, the potential for job displacement, the need for regulation, the importance of education and retraining, the possibility of universal basic income, all of it. We need to have these conversations now before it's too late. Before we find ourselves in a world where these PhD level super agents are making all the decisions and we're just along for the ride. And maybe, just maybe, we need to be a little bit spooked too. Maybe that fear, that unease, it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's a necessary wake-up call, a reminder that we need to be paying attention, that we need to be proactive, that we need to be shaping this future, not just passively accepting it. This is a wild time to be alive, folks. The world is changing faster than ever before, and this AI stuff, it's at the very heart of it. So buckle up, stay informed, and let's try to navigate this crazy future together. Because one thing's for sure, it's going to be one heck of a ride. And please, share your thoughts in the comments. I'm dying to know what you all think about this. Because frankly, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it all. This is some seriously mind-bending stuff, right? Let's talk about it.